Okay, another way that we can build the rating is by looking at our highest and lowest gaugings, adding these in as stage and discharge. So let's add our lowest gauging here, which we know is 0.037 and a flow of 104. And then that's one rating point, and then our next point, you can see it's added down here. Our next point is 2.475 at a flow of 1355. So now it'll give us an equation, a slope, and 2 points like this. Now obviously it's a straight line, the gaugings aren't fitting it, and that's because we need to add an offset. So at this point here, we don't know the offset unless we have a cross section. So if we go to our site visits, there is a cross section for this site, and we can then go down and look at where our lowest point is, minus 1.07, minus 1.07, yeah, minus 1.07 looks like the lowest point of zero flow. So we can put that in here as our offset. We can tick offset, and we want to tick offset 1 so it shows on our plotting. And let's put in minus 1.07. You can see automatically it's, well, straight away it's made us look a little bit. Let's just scale the shift plot around 0. There's still a little bit of a bias here, as you can see, but it's brought everything much closer. So at this point here, we can just start, maybe just make that a lot less of a step, so we can just keep stepping this down and watching our shift diagram move. So you can see now the shift diagram is just starting to align things a little bit better. Let's just rescale the shift. So it looks like the offset might be slightly lower than. Let's take it up to say 0.3. Reset that. So now we've got a spread of 0.4 to 0.6. Now this could be a combination, we haven't got our points exactly right, so at this point we need to just zoom in on each end. So it's going to this point here, but maybe we just need to shift this to incorporate these three gauging slightly better. At the moment we can look at that and see we're minus 5, we're very close there, and here 1 point. So that's that in. Let's just go back to zoom in the top. So we've got that, looks like that one's fairly close there. Through that point. And that's helped our shift again. Let's rescale our shift. So we've got from 0.06 to 0.06, very similar spread. So we've got 8% there, and we've got 6% there. So we could possibly just tweak that slightly, bring that back. So now we've got minus 6% to just under 8. Let's just keep coming back a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Right, we're going back maybe to 2.5. Let's try that. So now we've got 6.6%, 7.5%. Maybe just keep coming. Whoops, keep coming back a bit more. Maybe let's try 0.2. Rescale that. So we have got minus 7 now to minus 6.8. A little bit far. Let's just come back. Let's try that. Minus 7 plus 7, so the exact spread now, so that looks a bit better, and we're looking pretty good here. So that's using our, starting with our cross section. So we've got our cross section here, but we're saying it's slightly lower than this point, and it's about what, over 7, so it's about 10-15 centimeters lower. So that really comes down to how that was surveyed in, of course, and it's possibly a bit coarse. So the other thing we want to do now is extend the line as before. So let's extend the top using this option here, and we want to go up higher than our highest recorded value. Again, we can look at it up above, so we'll try to get over 3,000 QMax and 4 meters, so we'll go slightly higher. Here we go, we'll go 3, and then at the bottom end again we want to extend this down, so let's go in and add a point above, and this point will be our offset here, which is a minus 1.22. We'll start with that, and because we can't have a zero flow, we'll go maybe close to 0. Yep, so I've gone a bit low, so let's keep it above our 0 offset there. Let's go to 1. And you can see we're trying to keep this exponent the same at 57, so we need to just tweak this here. See it straightening the line up now. We've got 50, oh, that was a good guess, 57. So I've gone to 1.5, so slightly higher where it's going to be our zero, where our zero flow. So our point of zero flow is actually lower. So above that we're going to have 0.1 cubic. But it's straightened it out nicely, and it's keeping in line with our exponents and our slopes as well. So it's a combination of tweaking the offset and the point we're choosing here for our bottom end of our line, and extending the top end of our line. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, and looking at our spread across that, and that's basically given us if we go to the arithmetic zoom, you can see now that it's pretty good line of fit. And as soon as we add a date under our rating period manager, we will get these dots showing as normal measurements. So you can see at the moment it's still working with no date and time. So there's another way, if you know the offset based on a rating, and you can play around with that combination of that and these values here to get these equations to agree, and checking your slopes.